Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be all about the post-credit scenes for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I was lucky enough to go see this movie early at a fan screening, and it was a fantastic experience. And these post-credit scenes that we're going to talk about got some big cheers from the crowd. Now, before we start the video, I want to go ahead and issue a spoiler warning because we will be talking about post-credit scenes for a movie that has not been released yet. These post-credit scenes most likely will ruin a bit of the movie, so if you don't want to have it ruined for you, make sure you leave this video. Okay, so if you're still here, you want to know what these post-credit scenes are, so let's go ahead and talk about the first one, which is technically a mid-credit scene. So the scene opens up on an alien planet, and we get our first glimpse at the brand new Guardians of the Galaxy team. They're about to go protect a village from a bunch of alien monsters, and they're all just hanging out before the fight, talking about their favorite music artist and then their favorite song. And Rocket says that his favorite song is Come and Get Your Love from Guardians 1. Now the new team is really interesting. We have Rocket Raccoon as the leader, which is a huge development for the character. He's always joked around about being the captain, but now he is officially the captain of the team, and he had Star-Lord's blessing, so that is going to be super interesting for the future of this franchise, having Rocket Raccoon step into that leadership role. He's definitely earned it, and I can't wait to see where it goes. So Rocket is our first member. Then we have Groot, Kraglin, Cosmo, Adam Warlock, and Phyla-Vell, which is this super-powered little girl that the High Evolutionary created. In the movie, he's trying to create the perfect society, and this little girl is one of those members. This super-powered little girl is played by Kai Zen, who is a child actor who's done a lot of voice work in the past. So it looks like she's going to be the youngest member on the team. She's going to be the rookie, and there's going to be a really interesting dynamic between her and Rocket because both of them were experimented on by the High Evolutionary. So they have a backstory that ties together, so I feel like Rocket is going to mentor her. Phyla-Vell is a pre-established comic book character though, and she has a lot of ties to Captain Marvel and the whole cosmic side of Marvel Comics. It does look like Marvel Studios is going to be changing a lot about this character though, but some of her abilities include superhuman strength, durability, speed, agility, and reflexes, energy absorption and projection, cosmic awareness, and flight. Now we didn't really get a glimpse at how her powers work, but you did see one of her eyes glow purple, and then she had this purple projection that kind of looked like a shield around her arm, so she could be a really interesting character for the team going forward. Now I know I mentioned Groot already, but the way that we see Groot was just super exciting. We finally got Alpha Groot, or King Groot. He is absolutely massive now, and what's funny is that Vin Diesel actually spoiled this for everybody when he was doing interviews at the Hollywood premiere. One of the reporters asked him, like, where do you see Groot's story going? And then he just looks at him and he goes, whoa, I've said that Alpha Groot will be coming, so when you're watching the movie, just wait. I was like, what the heck, dude? You literally just spoiled that.
Let's just say there's always been a promise for Alpha Groot. And I would just say be patient and watch the whole movie.
Oh, thanks, Vin.
But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and list off the brand new Guardians of the Galaxy team one more time, just so you guys know. Rocket Raccoon as the leader, Alpha Groot, Kraglin, Adam Warlock, Phyla-Vell, and Cosmo. I think it's a pretty decent team. Like, yeah, I like the original team a little bit more, but I think this one definitely has potential. Rocket Raccoon, Groot, and Cosmo, like, that should just be a great dynamic right there. So that is the first post-credit scene. The team just kind of sitting around talking about their favorite song and artist, and then they go ahead and charge at these aliens that are attacking a village. It was a pretty cool scene, and it gave us a glimpse at the brand new Guardians team. Now let's go ahead and talk about the second post-credit scene, and this one is all about Star-Lord. So in the movie, Star-Lord basically says that he wants to go back to Earth and go and find his grandfather and start a new chapter in his life. Star-Lord finds his grandfather's house, and he has not seen him since he was abducted. His grandfather's new wife opens the door, and he thinks he's at the wrong house because he doesn't recognize her. He then asks the woman if Mr. Quill is around, and she says yes. He walks to the backyard and sees his grandpa, and they hug and cry. Now technically that part happens at the end of the actual movie, not the post-credit scene, but you need to know that to understand the post-credit. So once that's happened and some of the credits roll and the next scene starts, it opens up with Star-Lord eating cereal, and his grandfather is just talking to him, and he has has a newspaper opened up, and on that newspaper we see Kevin Bacon abducted by aliens, which references the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Then the scene cuts to white, and you see some black text appear, and it says the legendary Star-Lord will return, which was really interesting because, you know, everyone is saying that this Guardians team is done, but then you watch the movie, and the movie actually kind of sets up all of the characters for futures in the MCU. It was just really strange. I was expecting multiple characters to die, but none of the main Guardians of the Galaxy team members died, and it was just really weird. And then Star-Lord leaves the team, but then it says he will return. So I think if Chris Pratt does return as Star-Lord, it's probably going to be in Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars, because I'm assuming that the battle against Kang is most likely going to take place on Earth at one point. So since Star-Lord is now on Earth, it would make sense for him to defend it. So that could be a way to bring him back into the Avengers movies. Another way that this scene could be interpreted is maybe we get a variant Star-Lord. It just says the legendary Star-Lord will return, so who knows, it could be from another universe. There's a lot of rumors going around right now that after Secret Wars, the MCU will be getting a reboot or a soft reboot, which will allow them to bring back characters that aren't currently alive right now, like Iron Man, Black Widow, and then you can also recast characters like Star-Lord, Drax, Gamora, Mantis, which are all members that are currently not on this new Guardians of the Galaxy team. So I found that scene really interesting because it felt like they were sending off some characters, but then at the same time they're keeping them in. It was just a really strange ending. Like, yes, I love Star-Lord and I hope Chris Pratt returns, but it just felt weird to announce that right at the end of the movie, considering this movie was supposed to end the current Guardians of the Galaxy team. I don't know, it was exciting but confusing. So guys, those were the two post-credit scenes for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I think both of them were really well done, especially that mid-credit scene, like introducing us to the new Guardians of the Galaxy team. That was super exciting. I think that team has a lot of potential, but I know a lot of people are going to hate on it right away. They're going to be like, oh, this team sucks compared to the original team, and I understand that, I get it, but that's also what a lot of people probably thought when they saw the trailer for the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. They probably looked at that team and they were like, what the heck is this? This sucks. This is going to be terrible. But then they became some of the best characters in the entire MCU. So give this new team a chance. I'm really excited to see what they do with Guardians of the Galaxy 4, and I'm really excited to see who's going to direct that. Obviously, James Gunn will not be coming back for another Guardians movie because now he's running DC Studios. So whoever directs the next Guardians movie has some big shoes to fill. So guys, that is it for the video. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys thought about the post-credit scenes. Did you like them? Did you hate them? Are you excited to see the movie because it releases in a couple of days from now? I highly recommend it, and if you guys want to see my movie review, make sure you check it out on this channel as well. I had a fantastic time watching it, and it's definitely in my top 10 MCU movies right now. Alright guys, that is all. Thank you again for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.